Welcome to Histology. The Guarani are among the most influential indigenous groups in South America, with a history that stretches back thousands of years. Their presence extends across modern-day Brazil, Paraguay, Argentina, and Bolivia, where they developed a complex society centered on communal living, spirituality, and agriculture. Belonging to the Tupi-Guarani linguistic branch, one of the most extensive indigenous language families in South America, the Guarani are believed to have begun their southward expansion from the Amazon region approximately 2,000 years ago. With advanced farming techniques and a deep understanding of their environment, they settled in various areas, relying on rivers and forests for sustenance. Guarani society was structured around independent communities known as Takoha, each governed by a chief. Their way of life emphasized collective well-being with strong ties between tribe members. Decisions were made through communal discussions, and elders regarded as the keepers of wisdom played a crucial role in passing down knowledge. Spiritual beliefs were fundamental to Guarani culture. They worshipped Tupa, the supreme creator, and aspired to reach Imara, a paradise known as the land without evil. This concept influenced their movements as they often sought lands that embodied this sacred ideal. Villages were designed to reflect their deep sense of community. Houses called opi were built using natural materials such as wood, straw, and clay, providing both durability and insulation. These dwellings were arranged around a central space where religious ceremonies, social gatherings, and meetings took place. Daily life revolved around cooperation. Farming responsibilities were shared. Women cultivated and harvested staple crops like cassava, maize, and sweet potatoes, while men engaged in hunting, fishing, and defending their settlements. From an early age, children learned customs and traditions through oral teachings and daily experiences. A keen sense of mutual respect and belonging defined Guarani society. Shamans known as pious held essential roles, offering spiritual guidance and performing healing rituals using medicinal plants. Elders preserved and transmitted ancestral knowledge, teaching myths, practices, and essential survival skills that sustained both their culture and identity. Conflicts with neighboring indigenous groups such as the Kangang and Charuas were common, often arising due to territorial disputes and cultural differences. Competition over natural resources, including fertile land and waterways, frequently fueled these rivalries. The Kangs who lived in southern Brazil clashed with the Guarani over fertile lands. While the Guarani prioritized agriculture and settled communities, the Kangs combined hunting with seasonal nomadism, leading to occasional hostilities. Similarly, the Truís, a warrior society from Uruguay and southern Brazil, engaged in violent conflicts with the Guarani. Their distinct approaches to warfare and social organization furthered heightened tensions, particularly in times of resource scarcity. Despite these hostilities, the Guarani also formed alliances and traded with other indigenous groups, demonstrating a complex web of intertribal relationships that shaped their history. Their oral tradition was rich with myths and legends that explained the origins of the world, animals, and natural elements. These stories were passed down through generations, ensuring the preservation of their cultural identity and worldview. Guarani craftsmanship flourished in basket weaving, pottery, featherwork, and the making of musical instruments like the flute and drum. Music played an integral role in their spiritual and social lives, often accompanying dance and song during ceremonies. Body painting held deep significance, serving as a means of expressing identity, preparing for rituals or battle, and connecting with the spiritual realm. The geometric patterns and natural pigments symbolized protection, strength, and harmony with the environment. Dance was both a cultural and spiritual expression, often performed to honor Tupa and other nature spirits. It was a key role in religious rituals, rites of passage, and communal celebrations. Guarani mythology featured a pantheon of deities and supernatural beings, representing distinct aspects of nature and human existence. Some of the most revered figures included Tupa, the supreme deity credited with creating the world and teaching humanity about morality and life. He is associated with thunder and lightning, Nandu considered the original creator. He embodies wisdom and existed before all else, maintaining cosmic balance. Jakira, a spirit linked to mist and air, associated with agricultural fertility and nature's harmony. He is seen as a benevolent entity who brings harmony to nature. Anya, a malevolent force representing darkness, destruction, and the dangers of the wilderness, tempting humans away from righteousness. Karai, the fire and sun god, symbolizing warmth and life, but also drought and punishment for those who disregard ancestral teachings. Jasi, the moon goddess, protector of women and children, tied to fertility and dreams. Tao and Karana, mythological figures said to be the progenitors of 7 legendary creatures, each representing several aspects of nature and the spirit world. These myths played a key role in educating younger generations, instilling values of courage, respect for nature, and the importance of communal living through storytelling. They explained the formation of rivers, mountains, and celestial bodies while preserving the tribe's moral and spiritual teachings. The Guarani diets relied on crops such as cassava, maize, sweet potatoes, peanuts, and yerba mate, a plant that became a defining symbol of South African culture and remains widely consumed today. The arrival of Europeans in the 16th century brought profound upheaval. Initial encounters with the Spanish and Portuguese introduced disease, conflict, and attempts at enslavement. As colonization progressed, Jesuit missionaries sought to convert the Guarani to Christianity and assimilate them into European societal structures. The Jesuits established reductions, settlements where the Guarani were taught European agricultural methods, language, and customs. Though these missions provided some protection from bandantes, slave hunters, they also resulted in significant cultural loss and diminished autonomy. The Guarani actively resisted colonial rule, notably during the Guarani War 1753 to 1756, when they opposed to transfer mission territories to Portuguese control. This conflict led to violent massacres and mass displacements. After the Jesuits were expelled in 1767, many Guarani communities were left vulnerable, either integrating into colonial society or migrating to more isolated areas. The consequences of European contact were devastating. In addition to losing vast amounts of land, the Guarani population was drastically reduced by epidemics such as smallpox, which ravaged indigenous communities lacking immunity. The destruction of settlements, economic exploitation, and the forced imposition of foreign religious and societal values left lasting scars, many of which persist to this day. As colonization expanded, the Guarani suffered further displacement, and by the 12th century, their territory was increasingly encroached upon by agriculture and resource exploitation. Today, the Guarani continued to fight for land rights and the preservation of their traditions. Across multiple countries, indigenous organizations and advocacy groups work towards securing legal recognition of ancestral lands and safeguarding cultural heritage. Despite these hardships, Guarani influence remains deeply embedded in South American culture. Their language is still widely spoken in Paraguay, where it holds official status alongside Spanish. Additionally, yerba consumption and numerous Guarani words have been integrated into Portuguese and Spanish dialects in Brazil, Paraguay, and Argentina. The resilience of the Guarani people reflects the enduring strength of their culture and their capacity to adapt over centuries. Though they continue to face challenges, their legacy thrives through their legends, language, and customs, inspiring new generations to honor and protect their heritage.